Hello and welcome to this meditation. This is a meditation for soothing, a meditation for depression. It's not emphasized on that though. This is just a relaxing meditation to help if you're going to bed, wind down, to help you gain some positivity, or just to help you and just help you relax a little bit and soothe a little bit, so either you go on with your day or you can fall asleep. So now, let's begin. Get in a comfortable position, lie down, and close your eyes, close your mouth, breathe in and out through your nose, so you're breathing slowly and peacefully. Before we start the meditation though, I'd like to say one thing. I will be doing a couple of yoga sessions because I've run out of other meditations to do. But anyway, let's keep going. So breathe in and out through your nose. So you're only breathing through your nose and not through your mouth, so that you're breathing in slower, calm breaths. Now, go to an amazing place we're going on. I will be your tour guide through the next 15-ish minutes. I will be a tour guide through a beautiful, it's fake, but a made-up place in Illinois. So, and there are other places there, but we're going to pretend that there's something else there. So we go to South Illinois. You arrive there on a plane, then you drive 20 minutes in a rented car. You go down, you park your car. You find a natural zone of a lake where you can kayak and canoe. You also have a mountain on one side of you, a tall mountain that you can climb, and it's so high that there's snow on the top. And the sun is high in the sky, heating your whole body. Just makes you feel satisfied, this whole zone. You decide to climb the mountain just a little bit, not to climb to nearly the top, because that would probably take 5 hours. But you decide to just take a little walk up just to see what it's like up there. You walk for about 20 minutes and you feel a little cool air, a little bit of wind hitting you. It's not that bad though, but there is a little bit of wind on the top of the mountain. You notice that it's about 3 or 4 degrees colder up there. It's colder up there because it's a thinner atmosphere the higher you go up. So you just go up, you relax, and doing this, the water catches you by surprise, the beautiful glimmering of it as the sun moves into the 2/3 into a third west region, hitting perfectly at the lake, making it sparkle so beautifully that you need to go take a look. So you decide to run down the mountain, and you decide to take a canoe and canoe through your whole lake. It's a pretty calm lake, so you go do it. Don't actually run the whole thing, but you do run some of it, and then you get there and you start paddling your canoe. Make sure you're breathing calmly. So you take your canoe and your canoe across. You take it across the whole lake. It's not the biggest lake. It's shimmering gold, almost. Not literal gold, but it's shimmering like a gem in the sunlight. The sun is coming closer to the ground, but not fast enough to concern you. You just start riding along the lake. You're curious about why the lake is so shiny, and why is this whole area so perfectly beautiful. Well, it's a question that I cannot answer. But it is. It is very beautiful. Piling high mountains and beautiful lakes, and a beautiful lake and a river that you just noticed that you want to paddle, that you want to raft down. So you decide to leave your canoe and pick up a raft, and you raft down the river. It's a really cool experience. Then you go back, you sit at the bottom of the mountain for a little bit. It's starting to get dark now. You look to the west and you starting to see a little bit of color coming out of the west. Whereas in the east you're starting to see gray, shades of gray come out. Shades of gray and shades of dark blue come out and fill the eastern sky. And you look up and it's still bright, but it's not nearly as bright as it was 15 minutes ago. So you just sit there, you watch the moon come up in the east, then you watch the sun go down in the west. The full moon coming out, filling the sky, because it's a super moon. You're so curious about this place. But at this point, you don't care about the curiosity. You decide just to sit there and relax. And you decide to do a practice. Now, there's a motto of the day that I'd like to tell you about this. Always appreciate beauty, because you don't always have beauty. Beauty makes you happy. Live by that. Beauty and calmness make you happy. Now, that's not an official motto, but it's something you should always live by. And you can see this beauty. The beautiful, beautiful trees filled with leaves, green, the most green, fertile looking leaves, and the nice grainy look. And you look up at the top of the mountain and it's covered in snow. And look, it's gotten dark now. It's darkened and you're starting to see stars pop out one by one in the sky. As you look at the stars, you notice the moon and it catches your attention. You look at the moon and realize that it looks bigger than the usual full moon. That's because it's a super moon. Super moons are when the moon is closer to Earth than normal. And that's a routine thing. And it's a majestic sight you're looking at. Something that really only happens a couple of times a year usually. 2 to 5 times, I think, a year. Just calm down. Look at this beauty. You look back up at the sky and it's like a parade. the stars filling the sky, jumping upside down with a couple of shooting stars, one big shooting star that really catches your attention. Is really calming you down, this whole area, this whole vibe. Just calms you down and completes you, this whole area. You look at the moon and it's almost grown twice its size a minute ago. You look at the huge size of the moon and you realize this feels like heaven. It strikes you that this is amazing, and it just strikes you that you are so lucky to be in this place. You are always lucky for what you have, and you should never ever take anything for granted. Just think about all the beauty. Look up, you see the big Milky Way galaxy filling the sky. It's just so amazing, and it just reaches a place in your mind that nothing else in your life has ever reached. It reaches your relaxation zone in a way that nothing else has been able to. None of my amazing meditations, none of anything else. Even though my amazing meditations are amazing. Anyway, just appreciate life. Life is a thing not to be taken advantage of, but to use for good. Just calm down, relax now. Now we're just going to do some more calming exercises. Now, do you have any goals? If you do, then just think and say to yourself out loud, say out loud quietly, but say it so that if there's another person in the room, they would be able to hear it well and know exactly what you're saying. Say what your goal is and what you want. Just right now, one thing. It's an exercise you can always do yourself. Always say, if you're trying to go to bed, say that you want to have a nice, calm, deep night of sleep. No dreams, no interruptions. Just a calm night of sleep that passes by in 2 seconds. Now, I'd like you to count your heartbeat. Take a little while to just count your heartbeat. Try and count 10 palpitations. Okay. Now, I'd like you to count your breathing. Count backwards your breathing. And only count on the out breaths and the exhales. Count from 30 and back. Go slowly. I'm just gonna leave the music on for a little while, then just make sure you keep going, even when the video ends. Remember at the end afterward to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already to my YouTube channels. And also, another thing I'd like you to try and do is try and share my videos with other people. It's a great technique to help to spread me, and it's also a great thing. Trust me, when it can help you make friends to send great videos. It's helped one of my good friends, Senator John. I'm just kidding. Anyway, goodbye. See you the next video I make. Good night, goodbye.